in Allah's name. Peace and blessings be upon His messenger. Peace and blessings be upon you all. I greet every honored guest by name and title. Peace, mercy, and blessings of Allah be upon you. I would like you to join me in welcoming the honored guests, the scholars, and the experts who are part of today's panel discussion organized by Kastan Mentoring, which is a model that supports, guides, and mentors Somali youth to prepare them to engage with international youth, whether it be in education, training, skills development, or interaction, so that they can tell us about the issues and opportunities related to these youth, so that they can benefit from mentoring, and so that Kastan Mentoring can become the most suitable avenue that provides the opportunities Somali youth are seeking for international engagement in education and related skills. I would like you all to welcome to the stage Dr. Abdurrahman, who is the president of the Somalia Optometry Association. Dr. Abdurrahman will talk extensively about scholarships and related matters. He is a doctor who studied abroad on a scholarship, has now returned to the country, and is working in the profession he studied, making use of the opportunities he gained, and today he honors his country by practicing the profession he learned. He is also currently the leader of the Optometry Association, the organization for optometry doctors. I would also like you to join me in welcoming Ustad Abdinur Abukar Ahmed, who is the head of the Lambad e-learning institution, as well as the Banadir Research Center. Ustad Abdinur is a lecturer at universities in Mogadishu. He is a researcher. I would also like him to share with us his knowledge about research and scholarships. Please also join me in welcoming Ustad Muhammad Ali Ahmed Engineer Bile, who has truly contributed a lot to the field of technology in the country, starting from the bottom, and is now part of Somali Ring and the chairperson of Somnog. He will also share with us his experience in technology and ICT in Somalia, as well as matters related to international affairs. Please also join me in welcoming Master Abdikadar Ahmed Dige, who is representing IBS Bank. The esteemed Master DJ is currently serving as the Senior Corporate Manager of IBS Bank, which is proud to be one of the primary sponsors of this prestigious and major event that is specifically focused on the field of Kastan Mentoring. DJ? Okay, thank you. Thank you. All of these distinguished experts will be generously sharing with us their extensive knowledge and professional experience regarding scholarships. They will cover everything, whether it is about the diverse range of educational opportunities available through various banks right here in our country, Somalia, or the specific opportunities and significant challenges currently facing Somali students and youth in the rapidly evolving fields of technology, artificial intelligence, and other related digital areas. Furthermore, they will provide an in-depth discussion on research opportunities and the exact steps on how to access these scholarships. They will also explore what happens once someone actually wins a scholarship, specifically how to make the absolute most of that life-changing opportunity, and how to determine if you are truly and mentally ready for the journey ahead. Or can they choose another country if they feel it suits them better? And is it necessary for the recipient to be someone who is with us? Or can it be anyone who is deserving or someone who works hard and can gain knowledge and be honored by it?
In the name of Allah. Peace and blessings of Allah be upon you all. Greetings to all the honored guests, the custom group team, and the students. After the initial warm greeting, I think this question is a very broad and complex topic that cannot be fully summarized or condensed here. So, when time is short,
we have 5 minutes left.
Because of the limited time, I want to focus on a few key points. God willing. My name is Dr. Abdirahman Sanad. I am proud to be one of the many dedicated students who chose to pursue their education abroad in a foreign country, specifically belonging to that group of individuals who, after completing their international studies, have now successfully returned home and are currently building their professional careers and working right here in the country. In fact, I was on a scholarship. I was not a self-funded student. I studied on a scholarship. After finishing my studies, I returned to the country for its benefit. After studying, I want to move on to the question, what are the most common mistakes students make when applying for scholarships? The first and foremost issue is that as students or as Somalis, we do not look at the requirements. If we continue, among the most common mistakes is that students do not read the requirements carefully. When it comes to scholarships, students often do not read or pay attention to the requirements properly. So when someone does not understand or read the requirements or misunderstands them, that can be the very first mistake they make. Therefore, if you do not understand the requirements, it often leads to a lot of confusion. The first thing is that, and the second thing is when a student fakes their personality, claims skills they don't have, or writes a statement that doesn't relate to their actual experience. They might write about something they studied or respond with a statement meant for business, not relevant to the application. This causes the student to be automatically eliminated from the initial group. They won't be selected, they won't move on to the next stage. So first, the person needs to read and understand the requirements. What are they? What is being asked for? What are your requirements? Once you understand that, it becomes easier for you to either proceed or take the next steps. The second question is, besides CGPA, apart from CGPA, what can motivate or help a student to successfully win a scholarship? It is a very common misconception among most students that simply achieving a high academic average of 80%, 90%, or even maintaining a perfect 3.4 or 4.0 CGPA is the one and only possible way to qualify for a prestigious scholarship program. Having good grades alone is not enough for you. First, besides grades, there are many other things that universities evaluate. Even if your grades are low, if you have competence, leadership, or you can demonstrate versatility, write research papers, showcase your talents, or show that you can serve the community, you can stand out. In other words, in today's world, there is nothing that goes unnoticed. You have to be seen as someone talented, someone who can contribute something new to people, that you can bring something new to your community. For the university to give you a scholarship, you must be able to act as an ambassador for them, so that they can say, we produced this person. So you need to be able to showcase things beyond your CGPA. CGPA alone is not enough. So I hope you understood, since time is limited. With that, I will conclude here.
Now I have finally understood exactly what I intend to take with me. Today, it just so happened that the new PhD students arrived. I want to offer my warmest congratulations to all the hardworking students who have truly completed their remarkable academic journey this year. It is a stage you will follow. PhDs are a group, a team. People whose names I won't mention.
Currently, several different and diverse students from various countries, including those in East Africa, across Asia, and throughout Northern Europe, study together with us in this international environment. Opportunities are everywhere. Of course, when I started my PhD and got that scholarship opportunity, the application I submitted and the path I took alone were not enough. There was a mentor behind me who supported me, guided me, and completed what I was missing until I began my academic journey for the doctorate. At any time, wherever you are, it can be the same. It's about taking advantage of the opportunity. I believe it is an opportunity that young people today have in their hands. Dr. Abdullahi, thank you very much. Before I move on to the second question, I want to give an opportunity for one of the listeners to ask a question about scholarship opportunities, which Dr. Abdullahi is an example of today. So as I sit here, what are the challenges? What obstacles might I encounter along the way? I would like to give the listeners a chance to ask one question if the team protocol can assist with the microphone.
In the name of Allah, I am Kabdi Majed Abdulaziz Abdullah from Somali National University, and I'm a senior who is about to graduate. My question is, right now I only have one course left to graduate. It's just half a semester, which is an internship. So in this situation, can I get my degree? And also, can I get a scholarship in this case? I only have half a semester left at the university, and I am currently doing my internship outside the university. So can I still get my scholarship in this situation? The second question is, what are the main challenges facing Somali youth? Is it mainly a language barrier? Or is it about adapting to the environment? Or is it something else that is holding them back? That's what I wanted to ask.
I hope your question was, the first one, whether I can apply while I haven't yet completed my bachelor's degree. Is that correct, or are there other questions?
Is that right? Can I get a scholarship for just half a semester?
If you have completed half a semester, okay, that's fine. The first requirement is that the student must complete their academic program on time. That's the primary requirement. There are opportunities that are specifically designated. That is, most of the current available ones are not for those who haven't completed yet. It is possible that for another upcoming opportunity, or if you have completed most of your time, you can start or submit your application in advance. But the primary requirement is that the person must have their certificate, either their bachelor's degree or high school diploma, depending on what they are applying for, and their transcript. Second thing, the next question. What is in the way? What is in the way? What obstacles are there? Generally, there are several challenges involved. The first thing is that the person must be academically prepared. By academically, I mean that they should have completed their studies. If you are prepared, then you can showcase your competence, your skills, and your abilities. You can demonstrate your intellect. But if you are not prepared in terms of language, the people offering the scholarship are not Somali. You might be studying with different students, Chinese, African, other Asians, Americans, so it's not just Somalis. So they assess how much ability you have. Can you understand them? So the very first thing today is the English language. And it's almost 30% of the requirements. The English language requirements mean that the student must be able to pass or demonstrate their language ability in writing, comprehension, and speaking. So the rest can be solved, or if the person puts in effort, stays consistent, and gets proper mentoring, they can succeed.
I will move on to my second question. My second question is for Ustad Mohammed Abdikhadir Ahmed Dige. Ustad, of course, when a student gets a scholarship opportunity, sometimes there are conditions where the student is asked for a bank statement, or sometimes the requirements themselves need the student to have some kind of financial support related to the bank. So how do IBS Bank or the other banks in the country, speaking from your perspective, support Somali students with these educational matters abroad? And are there any special services that IBS Bank provides to make things easier for students traveling abroad for their education? Ustad Ahmed Abdikhadir, Ustad Abdikhadir Ahmed Dige. You have 5 minutes, inshallah.
Peace be upon you and the mercy and blessings of Allah. I would like to send my warmest greetings to all of the participants here today, and to the entire hard-working team as well. Now, moving on to the specific question that the Ustad has asked us. In what ways can banks provide support to students who want to study abroad in other countries? Indeed, many Somali banks now offer a wide range of comprehensive financial services that specifically assist ambitious students who want to study abroad, whether they wish to pursue their advanced master's degrees or any other specialized academic studies overseas. Specifically, IBS Bank has developed unique and special model services that are carefully designed to meet the diverse needs of these international students. Soon, God willing, we will be launching a service called Student Card, which is intended for students who want to pursue their studies abroad, whether it is for a master's degree, undergraduate studies, or any other program. With this service, students will be able to access all the materials they need to support their education. This includes being able to get laptops. It also includes assistance with the fees related to their studies and support with travel expenses. This is not only for students who are planning to travel abroad for their education, but also for those who are graduating from their programs or successfully finishing their academic studies. The banks, especially IBS Bank, provide a wide range of unique financial opportunities and specialized services that they can truly benefit from, as well as for other young people who want to embark on the journey of starting their own new business ventures. There are also special models designed to provide support. There is a program called Elise, which is intended for students who are into entrepreneurship, as well as for other young people. There is also another model called Kapchia, which is similarly designed to provide support. And for the students who have graduated, those who are passionate and want to start their own businesses, especially in the livestock and agriculture sectors. So for all the students, whether they are those who are leaving to go abroad or those who are graduating and passionate about working in their own country and have a vision, the bank offers them various solutions that are suitable and compliant with Islamic principles. In most cases, there are different sections we collaborate on. And in these collaborations, the person receives funds, some of which they are required to repay, while for others, repayment is not required. All these services are open services that everyone can benefit from.
Ustad Maxamed Kabdi Kadir, a representative from the bank, spoke extensively about the new opportunities and the creation of initiatives, where he emphasized that the Somali people can benefit greatly in terms of entrepreneurship, professional training, and essential capacity building. During his presentation, the Ustad went over his allotted speaking time by approximately 1 minute. I want just that 1 minute. Listeners, I will give you one question again so you can benefit from the scholarship matters. So you can see, I am not just listing things, but they are actually real. As I told you, we are learning together at least 55 to 56 students who are currently pursuing their PhDs. And the learning is done through a student-led learning style where sometimes the teacher might spend just 1 hour with you. The rest of the time, the students are reading together, preparing together, conducting research together, and working on projects together. As Somalis, when it comes to our research projects for the PhD, our university, Jamhuria, has supported us. We are 4 students now, but we used to be 7. Currently, the 4 of us are continuing together. We hope that we will all finish together. The 4 of us are leading groups, each with at least 10 to 20 different students. So apart from your GPA, one of the requirements is that you must have genuine leadership qualities. That you understand the language used to communicate with different people, what is called diversity peoples. And most importantly, that you know English, making it your priority plus having communication skills so you can truly lead your people and bring about real solutions. I want to pose a question to the listeners so that if the team can provide protocol to one of the members, they can ask about banking matters and the opportunities they can get. I also want to give a brief closing to Kawada Hijab Lukta.
Bismillah. My name is Ikran, a student graduating in 2025, but I tried to apply for a master's scholarship. The biggest challenge, apart from the documents that Somali students can face, is what is called the IELTS exam. That exam is not officially available in the country. There are no official centers for that exam where students can be directed. Also, the exam is different from regular English. It's not just about knowing the language, but also about the process and the way it's administered. Now, when I needed that exam, the only option was to go to YouTube or some other place for help. There are no such obstacles preventing Somali students from accessing these centers or from having centers in Somalia itself, which many students need. Most of what I learned was from watching YouTube videos because there are no centers you can go to for guidance except for IELTS. Those are the challenges I faced, so if there are ways to solve them or alternatives available, that would be great. The second question you asked, for example, I graduated in nursing. If I want to apply for that scholarship, do I need to take a nursing or health-related exam, or do I have to take the standard entrance exam? Thank you.
Gina, your question is related to banking, but now I will return it to Dr. Abdirahman, who is going through the IELTS process.
Thank you. This is a very important question. It is one of the main requirements. Unfortunately, at present, there is no English language requirement center or certified center operating in the country. First of all, I am sorry about that. And I would like us to have one. Since we have the knowledge and we have the capability, apart from that, there are other equivalent opportunities. IELTS is not the only accepted language requirement. It's not just IELTS. There are many other exams that a person can take online while at home, at your workplace, in Somalia, or anywhere else without having to travel. Some of them are even cheaper and easier for you. You just need to get the right information and details. So we hope that Kastan Mentoring will really help you with those things. There are some from Oxford, some from BTE, and they are even easier than IELTS. So we hope, God willing, that you will focus on preparing for those online options. It's not just IELTS. There are more than 7 or 8 that you can access online. I hope that was clear. And that you will benefit from it, God willing.
Thank you, Dr. Abdirahman. Also, in my case, the PhD program included language requirements. They didn't ask me for IELTS or any of the other things he just mentioned. They didn't ask me for those either. So, in some cases, like with Custom Connections, if the university has a partnership or connection, they prepare students for the language of instruction, so students can study in that language. All the universities teach in English. You will study in English. That letter is written by the university or the center, and that letter is then forwarded to the other university. That's how you get accepted. That's also how I was accepted. So it's very important that you have the right information and that you read the instruction requirements your tutor has told you about. I want to move on to the third question as time is running out. Moving on to the third question, one of the main obstacles to scholarships is that it's important for the student to succeed, and among those things is the desire and need to become a researcher. A student graduating from this university is not just learning the courses they take. It's not about the 40 or 50 courses they've completed. It's about being a student who can learn independently, contribute new knowledge, and apply previous knowledge to their everyday life, whether it's for a company, the government, or simply applying it to their everyday life. So the institution that will grant you the scholarship ultimately expects you to become a researcher who contributes to that institution, the country, and its people. So now I would like Dr. Engineer, what's his name, Abdunur Abukar Ahmed, Engineer Walanwal, to ask, what is the importance of research in relation to scholarships, and how can Somali students start taking advantage of the opportunity to publish high-quality research in high-index journals such as Scopus, Web of Science, and ISI? So in short, I will give you 5 minutes while you are relaxed.
Okay, thank you. I think that question is clear. First of all, research is important when it comes to being accepted or when it comes to scholarships and higher education. Also, the next follow-up question that we really need to consider is this: how exactly can a student learn? So, if I start with the very first point, usually when you are looking to apply for a major scholarship, one of the most important things you need to prepare for, right after meeting the language requirement, and I think after the GPA, which is the final academic result the student graduates with, is the research component. This is a crucial step that requires a lot of focus and dedication from the applicant. As the teacher mentioned, research is understood in different ways. Sometimes what is meant is the person's problem-solving ability, whether they can at least analyze and handle issues, communicate effectively, solve their own problems, and contribute something new. That's what is being assessed. Another meaning refers to academic research, because it is not a job, but rather additional learning that you continue to pursue. So, what is expected from you is to conduct academic research, which is international and science-based.
Generally, what is advised or expected from the student is at least to consider being able to publish. At the very least, when they ask, he should be able to write a research proposal about a topic he is considering for the future. Apart from that, what is often said is that it would be much better for someone to conduct simple research. Now, you may not want to do that, but there are many topics. Some of them are easy and can be written in a short period of time. So, conducting academic research that is school-based, if it can reach the web of science, if one can aim for Q1 and think at a high level, then he can publish it. And the university you are applying to is always considering this, as well as the country itself that is offering you the scholarship. If you yourself can contribute new information, and if you personally are someone of value and example for the future, that is what will keep you moving forward. Also, when someone is about to publish something, there is what is called an affiliation. Affiliation means that when you are conducting research, it is not enough to just write your name, right? You are required to state the institution you belong to. This means that once you are accepted by a university, from then on, you will use their affiliation. Universities, just like others around the world, compete based on something called an index that is established. The index means that universities are ranked based on the research they have conducted. You might be from University X or University Y. That's the first thing, and the second thing is that's what we are told. What determines their ranking is how many publications have been produced by that university and its members. So when something is free or available, it means that if the university is going to accept you, they look at what you can contribute, what value you can add to their name, and whether you can be part of their index. Let's move on to the second question, which we think is important. Do you know if they have a solution for students so they can conduct research since it is important? I am currently at a center called Banadir Research, Consultancy and Evaluation Center. We don't do anything else. The main thing we work on is data, especially research. There are also many programs and diplomas that we offer, but the most important one right now is the Professional Diploma in Scientific Research and Publication Mastery. This publication mastery means that over a period of 6 months, students conduct research and produce publications that are then published in major journals, both school-based and in the web of science. So it is important for you to take part if you are interested in meeting these requirements so that you can become a researcher. If you want to stay in the academic field, you are required to do so. Moving on to the related matter, in the past 6 months of last year, 2016, students in that program published nearly 20 different articles. Those students may belong to 23 different nationalities. Today, there are some students among us who have been congratulated and accepted into a journal that is considered a school of scholarship. The biggest achievement I have signed off on is actually the reality, aside from everything else. Also, if you regularly check our page now, you will see that I congratulate my students every day for the number of publications they produce. So in response to your question, when that problem is mentioned, the solution is Banadir Research. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that, Ustad Abdinur. We currently have about 15 seconds remaining of the total time that we had originally allocated for this specific portion of our session today. No one has ever gone over their time yet. I will summarize. Only 2 questions remain. All right, I now understand that research and its concept are fundamental, and they are included in the requirements and conditions expected from a student when applying for something. Ultimately, this university will require you to either publish a mandatory paper or defend a dissertation or thesis. So, from the very beginning, make sure to verify and check the conditions, just as the doctor mentioned earlier. All right, the requirements and other necessary documentation that are expected from a student when applying for a scholarship opportunity are quite numerous. And each one wants to provide mentorship as well. I would like to ask Engineer Mohammed Ali Ahmed, Engineer Beal, and also my friend, now that the era of AI opportunities has begun. All that extensive documentation required or requested from students seeking these educational opportunities is now being assisted or supported by AI and how it is written. Whether it's writing it with AI or having it write a CV, a cover letter, a motivational letter, or even filling out and understanding the application form itself. So, how can AI support and assist a student applying for such opportunities? And what are the challenges and advantages that AI can offer to a student applying for a scholarship?
It is certainly going to be copied and replicated, because absolutely everyone seems to be sharing it right now. All right, I really appreciate your time, and thank you very much indeed, Mohammed. As for your question, it's a question that everyone is asking themselves, each in their own way. Because AI has now become mainstream, everybody is using it. So one of the main ways it can help students, one of the biggest challenges our students face in reality is language. Inshallah, in the past,